Well, well, awake at last. You gave us quite a scare. But you're here and the war's all but over. So who are we to complain? I was hoping you could tell us. Sidon and I were fighting a few remaining stragglers when all of a sudden they started this unholy wailing. I guess you must have killed Gadflow, because the Tuatha started screaming and ran away. There are still a few diehards, but they don't have the fire in them, you know? Wasn't much longer before Aelin showed up carrying you over her shoulder. Told me to watch over you, make sure you were okay. She left some kind of note for you, but I know better than to read a private message from the likes of her. There are still Tuatha who refuse to surrender, but yes, the war is ended. You should have seen the parade in Rathir. As for what's next, well, that's a tough question. See, a lot of the soldiers asked me for readings after the fighting ended, and try as I might, I can't see a fate for any of us. Tyrnok, you don't expect me to think that Gadflow's god was real, do you? No. No, impossible. Whatever happened down there, though, it changed everything. At least for now.
Good morning, sir. Good to see you up and out of your quarters. This here is the lower hall of the Orbicant. The Council has granted this rare honor in light of all you've done for us, for all of Alpha kind. They have also allowed me to offer you access to the reserve armory, if you would care to have a look. I do hope your stay's been restorative. I don't believe my eyes.
not miss Leogryph's many marvels.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Grace. I am Sergeant Brom, Melsenshire Command. I have been sent to fetch you. Your presence has been requested by the Scholia Arcana. They mean to speak with you immediately. They said it was urgent. I didn't want to bother you, but... well, I've got my orders. Mages always have their reasons. I'm just the messenger. The old Fate Weaver. He's not in the city. He's been sent elsewhere on a mission. I don't know anything beyond that, but I have a feeling the Scholia Arcana will. Not my place to say, Your Grace. You'll have to take it up with the Viator. Come along.
Good evening.
So, all the stories are true. I didn't dare believe it. You have done all of Amalur a great service, Faithless One. And I wish my coming here was under different circumstances. But the reality is that we face a new threat. One born of our recent victories. And we in the Order are grateful, on behalf of ourselves and all those who will never know of your sacrifice. But actions have consequences, and your ability to reshape the weave has caused it terrible harm. I am Lord Ambith, leader of the Order of Fate Weavers. I have watched you from a distance with both dread and fascination. Tragically, your greatest feats, the defeat of Tirnoch and the restoration of Melsenshire, have come at great cost. After taking so much damage, the tapestry of fate itself has begun to unravel. And now the whole of Amalur threatens to come undone. That is why I have summoned you. The Order has heard disturbing reports from the west, from the region of Mithros. Niskaru sightings. The gathering of a secret brotherhood. There is even talk of a new god rising. As if we needed another one. Your ability to control the threads of fate has begun a process that will end in destruction. Unless it is reversed. The Fate Weaver, Agarth Ulfric, was sent ahead to gather information, but he will need your help. You must go to Mithros. You must learn the truth, and you must save us all from a fate worse than death. That remains unclear, but the rumors are troubling. The name Telogris has been whispered in more than one instance. Telogris, god of chaos. Surely this is a mistake, but we must learn all we can. The old warrior has a long history with the mountain dwellers. They trust him. Most importantly, he was once an ally of the master weaponsmith Scald Atlas. She will be crucial to your mission. If only that were true. We must proceed regardless. The cliff pass into Mithras has only recently reopened, and you will need to secure a permit to enter. Secrecy will be to your advantage, which is why we advise you not to reveal your true identity. Try not to attract attention, for once. Follow the settlers west, and learn what you can about the forces gathering there. Find Agarth if you can. It is true, I cannot see your fate, but I choose to place my faith in people, not in their destined paths. May you make good choices. Perhaps this is your chance to prove me wrong. Goodbye.
Amalur is always changing, and as every ballad ends, another one begins. A new thread in the tapestry of fate. This is one such story. It is the story of a young apprentice, his doting master, and a god who sought to reforge our world in chaos. In the snows of Mithros, a hero will be all that stands between order and ruin. For sometimes, fate is a burden from which you are freed, or to which you are sworn. And sometimes, not even fate can keep the monsters at bay.
Welcome.
Archsage, welcome.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
No, can't be. I stand in the presence of greatness. If only my friends could see this. You're famous. They're making dolls of you. Did you know that? For the kiddies, I mean. Well, I have a few, just for me. Not in a strange way or anything. Ah, the call of the West. Cold out there. You'll want to pack something warm. I've thought about going west myself. I hear it's a new frontier out there. Open land. Nobody telling you what to do, whom to fight. Most of us could use a fresh start after all this fighting. I'd love to see the mountains. Maybe search for the lost city of Groundhold. Well, here you go. 1 Mithros permit. Now don't go selling that on the black market. Honestly, don't. I'll get sacked. I'll be here.
Siege breaker. It's an honor.
Do you have a permit?
Hello, Private Sterling. Alpha Army, Mountain Brigade. State your business. Well, you've come to the right place. Do you have the proper paperwork? Ah, that's it. Thank you very much. Let's take a look. Everything seems to be in order. You certainly pack light for a settler, not like the rest of these poor souls. You'll be fine so long as you have a weapon. One last thing. I'll need a name for the border records. All right, go on. I'll put you down as unknown. No need to waste my time. Be safe. Yes? May I help you? Hold on. Give me one... Sorry. Give me one moment. It's this damn border manifest. Doesn't add up. I told Private Lloyd how to do it, but that fool is more interested in impressing these young farmers' daughters than he is in his job. Damn it all. I missed someone. A settler on the manifest. One of the folks who came through the checkpoint. If my superiors found out, I'd be sacked. No question. Ever since they opened the pass, we've needed to monitor every person coming and going from the region, in case of spies. But someone got through. I just don't know how. Maybe a stolen ticket. Truly. Only if you mean it. It's just that, well, I can't leave the checkpoint, but I need to check some of the names of the manifest. If you're willing to lend a hand, I could probably spare some supplies, or maybe an extra piece of equipment. But if I find out the intruder is you, well, there'll be hell to pay, for both of us. Goodbye.
Get in line.
Welcome to the West Road. Ain't it nice to see a new face in the crowd? Every new face brings new inspiration. Tell me, might you be interested in a ticket? Why? You don't need to be so gruff about it, do you? I've got my border permit right here. I keep it on me wherever I go, because some of these folks got sticky fingers. See ya. Hope I didn't disturb you. can't help but sing to keep my spirits up. You can call me Colette. Maybe you've heard of me? Not likely. My voice hasn't been heard outside of Issa, though I'm working to change that. Every artist needs her signature sound and style. It took me ages to discover mine, but I think it'll capture the heart of the public. Mitharan folk music, with traditional sounds of the Mithros region. Once I gather an ensemble, I'll be ready to plan a tour. Yes, it's always been a dream of mine to form an elite group of musicians and perform on the great stages of Amalur. This will be the first step toward that goal, a short tour of these beautiful mountains with other artists by my side. Sadly, I'm currently a solo act, and I would need performers to join me. Truly? You would do that for me? To be true, creating a live experience of Mitharan music would benefit everyone. Before I make any other plans, I must find like spirits, those who follow the musical muse as I do. I know of a flute player elsewhere in camp, though we have never met. I believe her name is Adelena. See ya.
West Road is a mess. Welcome to hell.
What are you lurking around for? Not keen on strangers. Now, who told you that? Damn gossips. This caravan is ridiculous with chatter. I play flute, sure, but not since it was stolen. Bandits. They've been snatching our supplies for days now. See you around?
Hello. An outrage! An outrage, I tell you! These lazy soldiers and sellswords are a disgrace! Good person, if you own anything of value that you wish to retain in these lawless lands, I suggest you heed it carefully. Lord Godric Payne has spoken! Why, only the most important item any man or woman in Mithros can possess, an Alfar border permit. Without it, we are not granted the right to leave this cold, colorless wasteland. One becomes stuck, stranded, abandoned. It is that villain Dolan Hardy. I watched him snatch it from my belongings like a common brigand. Lazy, unrefined, thieving. Lord Godric Payne has spoken. Bye.
Why?
Hey.
You again! We new arrivals have to stick together, what do you say? Here, see? I've got a border permit. Who's asking, anyway? So far, Mithros seems the same as everywhere else. A den of thieves and tricksters. Ah, I should have stayed in Odessa. Stolen permit? What stolen permit? Are you mad? I bought this pass back in Didenhill from the Alfar militia. Is that snooty highborn telling people I stole his permit? What a coward! I did nothing of the kind. Off you go. I don't wish to speak any more about Godric Payne or his ridiculous accusations. Off you go. day.
Good day. Ah, the miracle worker returns. Of all these fruitless louts, I had hopes for you, my friend. Lord Godric Payne always recognizes when he's in the presence of talent. May Mitharu bless you. The border permit is back in the right hands. Off you go.
You've returned. Bravo. Have I got news for you? Look, an updated manifest. It just arrived from that shirker, Private Lloyd. He paused his flirtations long enough to do a bit of work. Now let's see. Recent arrivals. Okay, here we have it. Approved permits. Colette, check. Thorn, check. And Hardy, check. Uh-oh, I don't see Godric Payne on here anywhere. Off you go.
Stay out of trouble.
Nan lay atop the woodpile, grey as a day-old fish. And old Harlan set her ablaze, the last echo of our leaving. Said farewell, this year, the last echo of our leaving.
Well, you found it. I was convinced those bandits would butcher you. I guess I owe you a few tunes. Just tell me where your friend is staying and I'll pay her a visit. See you around. Behave.
You're new to the caravan, so why are you here? Everybody's here for a reason. My work is experimental. I don't play for the people. I play for myself. At the moment, I don't play for anybody. Broke my damn lute. I'd go out and cut some wood, but I don't dare risk these magic hands. Okay.
Behave.
Good day, my friend.
What can I do for you?
This will all work out for the best. I have a good...
Looking for anything in particular? I've got the latest inventory.
Oh, hello. Well, I hadn't expected to see you again. Not so soon. You must be wondering why I departed the caravan in such a hurry. Well, I have a good explanation. A very good explanation. You question Lord Godric Payne? I am the Warden of the Lunar Gardens, not some ragged refugee begging for crumbs. I admit nothing, because I have done nothing wrong. I would like to see you prove the contrary. But perhaps you are right. Criminality does not suit Godric Payne. Every day I wake to the fear of being discovered. You may take the stolen permit, but tell no one what I have done or where to find me. Bye!
Good day, my friend.
Welcome to the West Road.
You took my border permit. Unbelievable. And to think I saw you as another idealist like me. Everybody's a cynic, even in Mithros. I'll take that, thank you. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt since you brought my permit back. But no more tricks. Off you go.
What is it? I just received news of the border permit. Let me be the first to thank you. My superiors have been breathing down my neck about the black market for documents and about permit piracy. This helps. I'm sorry you had to work so hard to find it. Be safe.
to the westward. Watchful. A gang of bandits called the Vagabonds prowls these mountains. Be watchful. A gang of bandits called the Vagabonds prowls these mountains. Hello there.
I've got items from all over Amalur. I'm sure there's something you can use.
Actually found it. Should I be concerned that wood is stolen? Are the Warsworn close behind you? Well done! You are someone who can deliver, which is more than I can say for most of these goons. I'll play with your friend, but I may not like it. Okay.
What a gift. I couldn't have asked for better collaborators. And honestly, I can't believe you convinced Cero to join us. He's famously private, a true virtuoso. Thank you. I expect to see you at our performances. You're our biggest fan. Bye.
Hello again.
on a second. Hello, hi, yeah, do you have a few moments? I'm looking for someone. Anyone, frankly. We seem to be in a bit of trouble. Our caravan has been attacked, you see, and we're searching for an extra hand. Preferably that hand would be holding a sword, or a hammer. A bow is fine too. We're not picky, really. Ambush. Not sure of much else. Pledge Shield Bolton was the only passenger, and we haven't seen her since it happened. It's as though the attackers knew those wagons carried our supplies. Food, clothes, tents, weapons. Most of it was ours, but we carried a whole load of goods for the revival camp ahead. They desperately need that cargo. Listen, we have one more Pledge Shield with us, Oscar Grunberg, but he needs to stay behind to guard the rest of the wagons. Would you be willing to investigate the scene of the attack? I'd split a share of the spoils with you. Thank Lyria. I'll be ruined if I lose... if we lose those supplies. This will work perfectly. Pledge Shield Grunberg will stay here to watch over the remaining settlers and their wagons. Meanwhile, you can descend the canyon and check to see if there's anything we can salvage. And hopefully we'll learn what happened to Pledge Shield Bolton. See you soon.
Yeah?
My first day on the line. Captain ordered me and Proudhome to scout the ridge, to search for Tuatha. No Tuatha, not that I could see. But mountains. Mountains as far as sundown. Proudhome grinned through the mist. "Welcome to the West Road," he said, his gold tooth glinting.
Aren't you a welcome sight? I thought I was a goner. Did Grunberg send you? I owe him 10 coin. Bastard was right. Kobolds. There's a nest of the angry buggers back in the mountainside. Somebody needs to see to it, or there'll be more blood. If you're willing to patch me up, I can tag along. I promise I won't slow you down too much. Bye.
Notice report. Entry 41B. Scholar Cruikshank reporting. Put this in the top of your pile, Thumrus. Expedite it. Fold down the topmost corner. You don't want to lose it. You were right. The veil is thin here, worn down to barely an onion skin. Reality is all but threadbare. Send workers immediately. Scribes and engineers. There is much to be done.
Master Burns is going to be very happy that we managed to locate his stolen supplies. He's very particular. Bye. Yeah?
Feeling about you. You had the bright glow of opportunity. Here's the payment I promised. Now that I've got my supplies back, I can sell them to the highest bidder. Oh, did I say they were for the refugee camp? Oh, my mistake. No, I plan to sell those goods to desperate refugees at ridiculously high prices. I'll make a fortune. All thanks to you. Bye-bye. I've made a killing on those supplies you recovered for me. We should go into business together. Bye-bye.
Need something? Dear Pa, another day, another disappointment.
I spent days here in the camps, languishing, waiting for the Chaos King to bring us through to his promised land. Disease, hunger, crime. It's almost as if I brought the Phalans with me. You were right. It pains me to say it, but you were right. This was a mistake.
Hello, old friend. I assume you've come to intervene on behalf of the settlers.
I bear them no ill will, but they are of better use to all of us as test subjects. I didn't intend to continue the well's research. I entered Mithros to start again, to leave the sins of my past behind. But fate intervened, as it often does. And I found myself here once again. So I resumed my work on the recently dead, and subjects are required. This facility is one of a handful of proto-wells built by Professor Hughes. They were the testing ground for his experiments. I was stationed here for several years, working on my necrocrystals. But the professor had me transferred to Alistar Tower. And now, here you are again. The subject returned to the lab for further examination. You never know, Fateless One. The rules of nature are constantly being broken, and stranger things have happened. I would be more worried about yourself.
Need something?
Be safe.
Are you stuck here too?
Is it you? Can it be? Is it you? I am no fate weaver, but I have seen you in my dreams. You are the fateless one, are you not?
I knew it. From the moment I saw you enter revival, I knew you had come for me. You must be here for Telogris, to purge Mithros of his fantasies of unrest. This is good. It is time. Start with Augur, this camp's resident prophet. He styles himself as Telogris' herald, but he is a little more than a charlatan and a crook. His small group of followers terrorize the other refugees, relying on theft and coercion for control. Just yesterday, they stole one of my most prized possessions, a family heirloom held in trust for generations. I need someone brave to recover it for me. Someone who knows how to punish the unworthy. As I knew it would. It is a simple request far below your typical tasks, but it is of dramatic importance. For this is how we meet, and we must meet before we can join and set out to change the world. I suspect that Augur's chief scoundrel, Tuvan, is responsible for my missing necklace. He was struck by its bright gemstone.
Listen to this book. Can you believe this guy? I've seen a lot of false prophets in my time, but this one's in a class of his own. Calls himself Augur. He preaches freedom from fate, devotion to Telogris, as if chaos will make any of our lives better. I have a feeling it's an act. I've got a sense for these sorts of things. Ever since he and his brood arrived in camp, they've been stirring up trouble. Nothing criminal, but a hair's breadth from it. What else can you expect from chaos worshippers? They see themselves as resistance fighters, rebels against predestination. But I'm worried there's more to it, at least with Augur and his deputies. They like having all this power. I'm smart enough to take help where I can get it. The war taught me that. Talk to Katerina Hoffman over at the camp warehouse. She's the quartermaster, and she's had a lot of trouble lately. Tell her Kirby sent you, and she'll know you're trustworthy. Watch for trouble. Telogris is coming.
We haven't met. I'm Boldo Bergman. It's nice to see a new face in camp, though I'd be remiss if I didn't warn you. Revival's wonderful, but we have our fair share of trouble. Most recently, a series of kidnappings, including my daughter Heidi. I'm a representative for the families of the taken. I speak for those who've been affected by the abductions. We don't know. The preordained prey on the zeal of their recruits. They don't need to kidnap them. And we don't see much of the Red Legion of the Freemen this far west. As far as we know, it could be anyone. Most of us are merchants, craftsmen, or farmers. We don't have the skills for a posse, and the Fatesworn are stretched too thin. We don't know what to do next. Very few. But all the missing settlers had one thing in common. They went searching for firewood in northwestern forests. It's a treacherous area, dense, rocky ground, some caves. Watch your step and keep your eyes open. Interesting. I've been wondering whether they'll bring in a hired sword. I assume the Fatesworn would be interested in the extra coin. Well, they have their hands full with the Niskaru. If you're willing, we'd gladly take you up on the offer. We can't offer much, but we'll do our best to make it worth your while. Almost all the abductions took place in the north of camp, near the western woods. Bring us news.
Okay, don't hurt me. I'm only minding my own business. You're the one who talked to me, remember? Sorry, I'm a little twitchy. Time in Revival hasn't exactly been encouraging. So what if I love talking about the hero of Melson Shear, or the Fateless One, as some people prefer? That's no reason to pick on me. Just some creeps who are frustrated with our lack of progress. They can't get past the gates, so they take out their anger on me. It's not fair, but what can I do? I'm a rancher, not a soldier. I raise sheep. My closest friends are rabbits and chickens. I bet nobody bothers you. Too big, too imposing. If only I had your muscle. Or the hero of Melson Shear. You wouldn't need to hurt anybody. No weapons even. All that's needed is for these bullies to see that I'm not alone. That they can't simply terrorize anybody they want. If we don't stop them now, who will they come after next? The first one you should talk to is Dink. He's a disgraced soldier who gets off on pestering people like me. You can do it!
Watch your step. You've got to keep an eye on these trees. They'll grab you. And if it's not the trees, it's the shrubs. Prickly bastards. Can't be too careful. That's why I'm going to burn this whole grove to the ground. The curse, of course. Didn't you notice my attire? I'm a druid. This is what I do. I'm a professional. I was just passing through, from Dalentarth to Eddervale, when I heard about the disappearances in the Grove. Sounds like a wild fae problem to me. They hate it when mortals tread too far into their natural spaces, and they fight back. Someone has to do something. I'm thinking fire. You and me both. But don't tell the other druids that. You must burn the offending flora to the root. The curse will vanish only with the utter destruction of the host. I doubt we can rescue those whom the possessed plants devoured, but we can prevent further tragedies. It's up to you now. Remove the curse. Don't let the Grove's guardians dissuade you. They will try, but you must stand up to them. Burn it with fire.
Thank the gods. I trusted in Lyria, and she has delivered me. My name is Maisie Calhoun. I've been missing for weeks, moved from place to place by these kidnappers. They snatch us from our tents and keep us captive until the auctions. Then they sell us as labourers to the highest bidder. Bless you.
It has been mere hours since the horses appeared and the soldiers retreated, but already the hopeful crowd in advance prays for deliverance. If what I believe comes to pass, none of these wretches will survive. They call it revival. It is anything but. Preordained activity has increased tenfold. They are brash and overconfident, but their ranks swell with the disenchanted. More will come, and with them our chances to act will diminish. It is good you sent me when you did.